Hi everybody, it's Joel. This is my review of the Lumibricks Interstellar Drive-In set number L9104, 2,188 pieces. It's a 16 plus set. This is the box. It's part of the Lumibricks Road Trip series, which is a series that I really enjoy. I like the look of it, and I have several others in the backlog as well to build. With that said, I do have four separate polls in my community tab. I would appreciate if you all go there, vote in each poll. It's a poll for different brands: Kobe, Lumibricks, Panacea, and Lego. And the winner of each one of those four polls, I will put in a runoff poll, and that will be the next set that I will do live. That'll be the next viewer choice set I will do live. So please vote in each of those four polls by Saturday, August 1st, and then I'll have a runoff poll that'll end on Saturday, August 8th, and that'll be the viewer's choice that I will build live. I probably will do some other live builds, but they won't be any of the sets included in those runoff polls. Okay, I'll probably just pick and choose something in my backlog not included in those polls. This set here comes with carport, which can be separated. You have your Interstellar drive-in right here, and it comes with one car that lights up, headlights and taillights. The first Lumiset Brickz built that I did was the gas station. All right, and the car that came with the gas station only had headlights. Within the set, when you open up your first book, it comes with two books. This is book number 2. There's a QR code if you want to download the PDF instructions. I have not tried the PDF instructions. I actually like the books. For my setup, it's easier for me to use the books. I'll have to try the PDF at some point. You get their service card in the first page of the instruction book. I heard that Lumibricks has really good customer service. I have not had the occasion to use it. So I haven't, but from what I hear, good customer service, really fantastic. The instructions are really fantastic for Lumibricks. I finished this set yesterday, and it was thinking about the instructions from this set, and then I did a couple smaller Lego sets, and the instructions here were fantastic compared to those Lego sets. Okay, so there's also just some blurbs in here, to get you excited about the set, and some pictures. Semi-gloss paper, really good feeling paper. Tells you what's in a light kit packet. I got lucky with the gas station. I did not test the lights before I started the set, and they all worked when I was done the set. All right. These lights I did test before I began the set, and they all worked, so not a problem. And they just tell you they have different languages, okay, for the set. It'll take 2 CR2032 batteries for the car, and it'll take 3 AAA batteries for the building itself, the drive-in. So here's the batteries. All right, and again, this comes in different languages. This is the setup for the car. All right. It also comes with a USB connector, so if you have a battery bank or another power source, you could tie it into that. I don't, so I'm using batteries. Probably it won't work the way I intend to display it. You get one brick separator, and their brick separators are very light, but they're sturdy, very sturdy. Kind of looks like a snail, kind of neat. And I think, what's that still say? FO for the old name that they had, Fun Hole. I think they changed their name at the beginning of 2025 from Fun Hole to Lumibricks, but same company. You'll get your safety precautions card for the battery box that goes on the car. You'll get another safety precautions card for the battery box that goes on the building itself. The that lights up the inn. All right, and in this set, you'll get another light kit system that'll come in here in this clear case. I just happen to put the USB in there to save it. I have another USB because that's from the gas station set that I did. And you'll get a tiny little screwdriver. These are kind of cool. You'll get a pair of tweezers for the fine stuff and running the lights, and you can keep them together like that. And they all come in this orange box. All right, so put this stuff away. Box comes sealed. Got to break the seal so you know no one's been in there. All right. Instructions, as I mentioned before, instructions are absolutely fantastic. You do get 2 books. The first book will go do the. You start with the carport. I'll show you that in a minute. It's really an interesting build, the carport. The way the roof connected, I really liked it. I think it really gives it a nice look. Right here with these pieces. You got a palm tree, and I'll show you that up close in a minute. After you do that, after you build this, you go into the car. To build the car, there is no pre-formed chassis like they do with the Lego brand for the cars, and you just start with bricks and plates. From what I understand from looking at a review on this set from Mark Builds Brickz, this is apparently a new style of lighting for the vehicle, and it's a flat piece, okay, and also this vehicle has the taillights that light up as well as the headlights. I know that this was not on the car that came with the gas station set. So this was new to me at least. So I don't know if future cars or other cars and newer sets are going to be like this or not. But it was kind of cool that it lays flat. And we'll go into that when I get to the car. Again, I really think these instructions are much better than Lego. They highlight the areas that go together, where to put them. Really, really nice. All right. So, first book does the building, the main part of the building, and the second book is going to do the roof and the saucer section. And we'll get into that in a moment. It was really interesting doing the saucer section. Well, let me say this. This part right here, this picture, is part of the roof. That was really interesting. For the most part, it's sturdy. The saucer section, we'll discuss that, okay, separately. And you do the saucer, you attach it to the roof. And there is a light strip that goes around the saucer. And then you go and you do some micro builds around the base after you complete the saucer. And that just gives it a little extra character. Okay? Again, I really, really, really love the Lumibricks instructions compared to the Lego set instructions that I used when I did a couple sets right after this build. Okay, it comes with 4 figures. 3 of them are employees. 1 of them is a customer. Employee, employee, employee. This is our customer with the pink. Some people prefer the Lego minifigures, and be quite honest with you, I really don't care. I'm just happy it comes with minifigures. I think the minifigures, regardless, add some character to the set, and they also add some color to the set. These 2 minifigures have something on their face that resembles like a planet or a star. He's got a little something right there. It's a little hard to see because it's yellow. And when I first saw this minifigure, the yellow and black collar kind of reminded me of Charlie Brown, even though he doesn't look anything like Charlie Brown, but he reminds me of Charlie Brown. All right. And again, here is our customer, okay, with the pink. All right. Very nice. Really cool. Nothing really on the back side. She has a little bit of print that creeps around to the back side. Both guys, male workers, have two-tone with the black shoes and the grayish blue pants. She has black pants and black shoes. And you can tell here, it's really nice hair piece because she's got a braid tied in the back. So that's really cute. I really like that. That's really a nice touch that they did that, in my opinion. And the pink on the gentleman is really kind of cool. And he's got his shades on, and he's got them pulled down on his nose, and he's kind of like peering above, okay, the shades. Really nice. All right. All right, the set itself, let's take a look at that. Let me get this box out of the way, and let's slide the set. All right. There's a couple loose pieces here on the outside, but we'll go over that in a minute. This can be separated. That is an entirely separate build. It doesn't really connect anywhere on the set. So you could display it any place you want. You could even display it with another set. All right, so again, this carport area has a palm tree or a coconut tree. They even give you a semblance of coconuts up here. All right, and again, I really like this build. All right, the way it came out. This piece right here is the headlight for the car, and I want to go into that because when I showed you the strip for the car, and this is not a fault of the set, this is a me problem. My eyesight, and you can see that little slit right there, that thin strip is supposed to fit in there, and you place the LED in there, all right, through that thin strip. I wasn't using a magnifying glass when I put this together, and I had some problems, and it popped off, and then when I moved this set, it popped off again. So I just put it back on there. The car itself is a cool build. Again, it's all plate. All right, all 4 doors open. We have our pink driver and our pink car. And unfortunately, I have a dog, and he gets hair everywhere. All right, so I apologize. All right, spare wheel. And the studs right there, that's so you could sit the driver in. The minifigures for Lumibricks don't have studs on their on the back area, so they just have them on the feet. So when you're putting the minifigures into vehicles or something of that nature, or having them sit, they need to have the feet go into the stud. So he would, well, his hat keeps falling off. All right. Need to have his feet in there. All right, that'll keep him in. Close the door. Put his hat on. Well, I'll work on that later. Anyway, that'll keep him in place. So, let me turn, and the tail lights, I like the fact that there's tail lights on this. So let me turn this off. There's a little switch right here. It's not that bad to get to, even with my big hands, my fat fingers. All right. Here we have the carport. I'll show you in a minute why I had it on this side. Somebody else brought it up in their review as to why they put it there, and I think that's how I'll display it eventually. I did intend to build this on a Mills plate, but then it's, number one, it's smaller than a 32 by 32, I believe, okay, or else the Mills plates that I bought, or the base plates that I bought, are too big. But in any case, it's not suitable for a Mills plate unless you build a separate Mills plate, because this opens up into a 70-30 split. All right. One thing is, you cannot open it up with the roof on. Be careful with the roof. Some of these pieces can be delicate. For the most part, the roof is stable. And then we'll get into the saucer later. So there is a connector, so when you take off the roof, the lights on the top go out, but they stay on the bottom. All right, so let's set that aside. Now, you can separate it right here. Here's our battery box right there in the middle. We have our lights, all printed pieces, kind of cool. This just happened to come off on me. Occasionally that happens. And there we go. All right. So you can even get a minifigure to stand in here. Let me see here. There we go. And we have our jukebox, which was a mini build. That was kind of cool. I really like how that jukebox came out. We have our maybe salt and pepper shaker. We have our ketchup, some other kind of condiment. Here, right here, we have our mustard on our pizza and some other type of condiment. Maybe it's pepper, maybe it's hot pepper. All right. And the customer's not there. Maybe he had to use the restroom. Don't know. And here we have a cabinet in the back. We have a camera. We have a duck up here. So I don't know if that's a reference to something or not, but we kind of have a duck up there. Let me see if I can. A little hard to see with the type of lighting I have. We have a coffee cup right here. We have our stools for the countertop, plus a register. And on top right there, we have a grill. And on the opposite side is our drive-through. We have some really nice printed pieces in here. Again, this is printed pieces on the jukebox. And I really, really like the printed pieces here on the set. So we have this picture here of a couple driving at night down the road, looking at the stars and the moon. Really fantastic. We have some pieces in here inside the cupboard. Something here that resembles drawers. And on the exit area or entrance area, however you want to look at it, whether you're coming or going, Moonlit Sleuth magazine. We have another magazine right here. I think this is an Easter egg to, from what, if I remember, I don't want to pull it apart now, to the Lighthouse set. By the way, it's in my backlog. Please vote. Here we have a picture of our Saturn, maybe, or another galaxy, and a newspaper. We have printed on the windows. Exterior opens out. We have a printed clock with Roman numerals. Really nice. I like the clock. Really enjoy that. Big fan. Really love the print on this particular picture they got right here. I'm loving that. I really think that's great. Here we have some more condiments on the tables. You can see here the studs that they have on the seats. So this would probably take a Lego minifigure, but you're not going to be able to sit a Lumibricks minifigure on the seat. Okay, they're just not going to stay because they just don't have the studs in the required locations. But really, really some nice miniature detail. One of these canisters with the round colored tile on top, I either misplaced, put it in the wrong spot, or didn't have the right colored tile. It doesn't match up with what's in the book. Okay. Quite honestly, I am colorblind. I know I do not see in black and white, but I do have a problem with reds and greens. All right, and it does cause me a little bit of issue, but I had an extra tile, or from a prior set, and I put that on. So one of these condiments might have the wrong color tile on there. All right, but that's no big deal. Not a big deal whatsoever to me. Okay. And we even have some condiments right here. All right. We have a sign. Let me see if I can get this to come out. Let me see. Take a closer look at that. Picture of the saucer. Here we have the glass with the, I know it's a little bit hard to see, but this is the glass that had the 3 aliens. Here you can kind of see the, get this open again. The condiments in there, and black and white checkered floor. All right. And then we have a biscuit right here that goes into that spot, and this will snap in very easily. It's not a problem. All right, so if you're going to build a Mills plate for this, you're going to need a couple pieces, and they're going to have to be hinged. All right. The roof on the, you have to take the roof off to open this up. You cannot open this up with the roof on. That absolutely has to be moved. Okay. Here's our battery box. Fits on there very nicely. And again, it takes 3 AAA batteries. These windows open if you want to open them. These can open if you want. They add some character having those on there. All right. I really, really enjoyed this whole build area right here. It was really, for me, it was fantastic, being my second Lumibricks set. All right. So now let's get the top on. Here we have our connector. And if we take a look underneath, let me see here. Some of this can be a little finicky. So we have to turn this around, because on my left side there, that's where it has to connect. All right. And let me get this right. There we go. Okay. The roof itself was an interesting build. This can also be a little bit finicky if you're going to take it on and off, but it was an interesting build nonetheless. It's a lot more stable, but some of these pieces can come off. The saucer section right here, very, very finicky. It gave me agita, okay? I actually reached out to Kim Kerr Brick Builds, and I think that they had talked about having to glue some sets before, and they suggested a plastic glue. This is, they covered up the name here. It's a plastic glue, but they covered up the brand name. However, I do have a link to this in my description below for Amazon. That's where I got it from. And it does come with these tips right here. There's 3 of them that you can take off and you can apply the glue. I had to glue some parts for the saucer section just so I could get it up there. I did not glue every single part on the saucer section. I just glued parts that were causing me a bit of a pain. Additionally, this should be able to open up, but it does come off right here. All right, it's supposed to swing open. I did have some trouble with that. Right now you can see it's a little bit crooked because something inside is not sitting right. All right, so it's also a light strip on here, and there is a piece that came off right here. I'll have to find. Anyway, I glued it so I could get it on, and overall looks good. The I guess this is supposed to represent the exhaust. It does not light up. So let's see here. Pieces keep coming off when I hit it. On the outside, we have these micro builds. They look like little robots. There's 3 of them. This one right here looks like he's serving some coffee. Got some plants right here. This right here, I had to add an extra stud to it on the base because it's supposed to sit right there and it wouldn't stay. And I added the extra stud so it would sit, so it's just off just a slight bit with the wheels, but it's supposed to stay. So it might be different for you. Here's another robot type figure with a magnifying glass. Let's close these doors. Let's not let the bugs in. And here is another one that looks like he's handing out flowers to the customers, or had just picked the flowers. And here we have another one that is watering the flowers. And we have a trash can. All right. We have a light here behind the Interstellar drive-in sign, all right, at the top, so that it goes through the translucent piece and you can see it right there. And here's our drive-through with the grill and some drink dispensers, our menu. And if you put this right here, it's a little bit harder to see, and you'll have your car go through there, so there will be your drive-through. That's why I would display it like this. The colors of this set and the design and just the flying saucer make me think of Route 66 and going through New Mexico because of Area 56. I think it's Area 56 or Area 51. With, you know, the lure of the aliens and stuff, and I thought this would be a cool set. However, this comes with a palm tree with coconuts, but This could also be something you would see in Miami, Florida. The colors, I think, can go both ways. I don't think you would find a palm tree with coconuts in New Mexico, but you could add things to this and take things away, maybe add a different tree, depends on how you want to display it. But that's what it reminds me of. It could go either way. All right. Let me see if I could darken up the room a little bit because right now I got a lot of natural light coming through. I have no lights on in the room right now. And let's see if we could take a look at this in a darker setting. So, got to shut the door. I have to shut the other door here to keep the light from coming in. That's about as dark as I can get it in this room right now because it's probably about 11:30 in the morning right now. And this is our set. Again, I had to glue pieces here. I had to glue the light strip back on. I reached out to some people on the Lumibricks Facebook page and got some comments. I got 3 different comments on it. Everything from yes, if you're very cautious, to I've used super glue, to I've used this putty type stuff because it washes off. I felt the parts were too small to use a type of putty. I didn't want to fuss with that. And super glue will melt the glue and it'll cause the colors to run. And somebody said that you got to be very gentle with it. I mean, even right now, with the parts I did glue, it is still finicky, okay? So you're going to need some patience when it comes to this set. Everything up to the roof, fantastic. The saucer, major pain for me, okay? Here's the car with the lights on. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get this man's hat on. So we got a nice hat. All right, and here's our car. And let's have him going through the drive-through right here. All right, and that's our set. Very enjoyable, okay? There's always such a sense of accomplishment when you complete the set and you finally get it done and everything works. So again, this was only my second Lumibricks set, and only my second lighted set ever. It's cool. I'm not looking to build a city. I'm looking more for maybe a shelf display, conversation piece, something to add to car culture, okay, things of that nature. So really, really good set. All right. If you're interested in this set, I do have a Lumibricks affiliate link in the description below. I also have an Amazon affiliate link below, as well as an Amazon affiliate link directly to the set, and an Amazon affiliate link to this glue if this is something you decide to use. The glue really worked good for me. I didn't go overboard. I did have to re-glue the light strip on the base of the saucer because the glue strip, again, when it fell apart on me the first time, it kind of lost some of its adhesiveness, and I just wanted to make sure it stayed on. I didn't have to glue it like all across the base of it. I just, in sections, I glued it, okay? So in any case, that's it for this set. So please like, share, comment. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I look forward to hearing what you all have to say. And please, let me know what you think. Do you like this set? Do you want to pick this set up? Have you built this set? Did I discourage you because of the saucer section? Don't let that discourage you. Maybe some people want the challenge of it. Who knows? Okay. Everybody's different. I know me. All right. So anyway, that's it. And please remember, I've got 4 polls below. Please vote. The winner of those 4 polls will go head to head in a poll, and that'll be the next viewer choice live build. Thank you, and everybody, please continue to enjoy your week, and I will see you again later. Thank you. Bye.